For today's assignment, we are working in Lesson 3, starting on page 19. The name of this assignment is called Zebra. We are working using the Magic Wand tool. You should have already opened Photoshop. We are opening a picture from the T drive, so you must go to File, Open. Then you'll go to My Computer, go to the T drive, find the Photoshop folder. This is in Lesson 3, and you'll find the file, the JPEG file called Zebra. So go ahead, open Zebra. Okay, once your picture loads up, you'll see what we're doing on this assignment. We are making the black stripes of the zebra. We're making them multicolored. First, I said that we were using the Magic Wand tool. So if you'll come over here in the toolbox on the second column, second tool, right click, and you'll see two tools, the Quick Selection tool and the Magic Wand tool. We will use the Quick Selection tool later in another assignment, but for right now, we will use the Magic Wand tool. So go ahead and click on the Magic Wand tool. Okay, what we haven't done yet, we haven't saved this. So we must go to File, Save As. This will be saved in your H drive. So go to My Computer, go to your H drive. If you need to, inside your Photoshop folder, you will create a Lesson 3 folder. Make sure that your format is changed from JPEG to Photoshop, so scroll to the very top and choose Photoshop. The file name must be zebra underscore symbol, your initials. Okay, once you have that, you have your file name and your format. Click Save. Okay, so we're using the Magic Wand tool. A little bit of advice. If you look in the options bar, this first option is called the New Selection tool. What that does is if I zoom in to my zebra, once I click on one stripe, it selects it. Okay, if I click on another stripe, you'll notice that now this stripe is selected and this is unselected or deselected. Make sure that your tolerance says either 32 to 35, your anti-alias has a check mark there, and the contiguous has a check mark there as well. You will notice if these are not checked, if these two are not checked, you will not be able to use this tool properly. So for now, come to the second option called the Add to Selection. That's the one that we're going to use for this assignment. Click on the Add to Selection. Now what we're going to do, zoom in to where you see the zebra's body, and now start selecting the black stripes of the zebra. And what you'll notice, on some parts of the zebra, not all of it will be selected, so you must zoom in, use your zoom tool. Over here you can either use your zoom tool in the navigator palette or your zoom tool over here. So just make sure that all of the black stripe is selected. Now, we're mostly worried about the stripes on the body, also on the upper legs. You see if I keep clicking, it will select all of the stripe. We want to have all the stripes selected. Now, what happens if you were to click, let's say, the grass down here, and you see what's called the dancing ants here? You would want to go to Edit, Step Backward, and it'll take it away. And then you can just keep selecting the black stripes on the zebra. We want to have all of the black stripes, just the black stripes, on the body, on the upper part of the leg. You'll see as I continue through this that I'm selecting each and every stripe. I'm not so worried about the stripes down here on the bottom part of the leg. I just want to get the main large stripes. Okay, even on the neck, you can get the mane. The mane is the hair on the zebra, just like so. Now, on the face, what you can do, you can zoom in on the face and select the stripes on the zebra's face. Also the nose. Okay. Now, once you have all of the zebra stripes, you'll see that all of its stripes are selected. What we must do now, we want to just copy the stripes. So right now, only the stripes are selected because we selected them with our magic wand tool. So now we just want to copy the stripes. So go to Edit, Copy, and now Edit, Paste. And what you'll see, the dancing ants will go away, but if you look in the Layers palette, you have two layers now. One called Background and the other called Layer 1. We want to rename Layer 1 to Stripes. So rename Layer 1 to Stripes. If you notice, if I make the background layer invisible by clicking on the eye, I'm left with just the stripes right now. I'm left with just the stripes. So we do want to make the background layer invisible. Now the tool we're going to use here, or next, is the Paint Bucket tool. So find the Paint Bucket tool located on the second column, the sixth tool from the top. Use the Paint Bucket tool. Now you can come over to the Swatches palette, choose any color you would like. See, it changes the foreground color. And now use the paint bucket to click on one of the stripes. Right now we're only going to do one stripe. Once you have only one stripe done, doesn't matter which one, make the background layer reappear by clicking on the eye or make it visible. Now what we want to do, use the zoom tool and zoom in to the leaves above the zebra's head. We're going to use a new tool called the eyedropper tool. You'll see it's located right here on the second column, second tool from the bottom. We want to choose the eyedropper tool. What the eyedropper tool does, it takes a sample of the colored pixel that we choose. So you see right now, I have my eyedropper on the green leaf. If I click there, you will notice that my foreground color changes to green. If I click on a brown leaf, my color changes to brown. So I want you to click on a green leaf, have your foreground color change, and now what we want to do, make the background layer disappear again, go back to your paint bucket, and what we're going to do for this, we're going to choose the paint bucket and we're going to paint it this color, the sample color that we took from the eyedropper tool. So now once you have your paint bucket tool selected, click on a stripe, doesn't matter where, we just want to change a stripe. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to color the rest of the stripes by using at least 5 different colors. So you can make a pattern to this in any kind of way. Okay, you notice what I did? I accidentally clicked on the transparent layer of this, so I can always go to Edit, Step Backward. If you want to be more exact, zoom in and click on the stripes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply make a pattern, alternate colors, just with whatever I would like. We want to color all of the zebra stripes. So once you go through there, change all the zebra stripes. Like I said, I want you to use at least 5 colors. You can use more, but I want to say multiple colored zebra. Use as many colors as you like. Let's see, let's get a light blue color. We're going to change the face to that. I want you to be as neat with this as you possibly can. I'm almost done. You should be doing the same with me, making sure all of the stripes are colored. Now, it looks like we have our stripes colored. So you see our zebra now has multiple stripes. So the purpose of this assignment is to make the zebra actually look like it has colored stripes. Okay? So make the background layer visible again by clicking on the eye. So right now, the zebra doesn't look realistic. What we're going to change the opacity of our zebra. So look in the layers palette, find opacity, and I want you to change it to 70%. In the directions it says change it to 70%. That's the way that I want you to turn this in. But if you notice, if you change it to, let's say 50% or around about 50, it looks more natural. If you change it to 25%, it looks even more natural. Okay, but for the sake of you turning this in so I can see your colors, I want you to change the opacity to 75%. Okay, just so I can see that your colors are there. Now what you must do, you must go to File, Save, click OK. Now go to File, Save for Web and Devices. Make sure this area says JPEG. Click Save. And what you're going to do in your Lesson 3 folder, inside your Lesson 3 folder, name this Zebra underscore JM underscore final. And what you'll do, you'll submit the final JPEG on Canvas. Okay, best of luck, and make sure you have this finished before you turn it in.